After logging into StationOne for the first time, you'll be presented with the dashboard interface that we can see here. This brigade already has a little bit of information in there, but in this video series, we're going to step through basically setting up the brigade from scratch. So the first thing that we want to do is potentially start adding some of our members. So if we navigate to the brigade tab and go to members, you'll see here that we already have some members that have been populated. They have an email address, they have a role, so brigade user, brigade admin. We can add appointments, so things like captains and lieutenants and whatnot. However, when you're adding a new member, we get two choices. So we can add a member or we can invite a user. So a user refers to someone that is able to log into the StationOne platform and basically see this interface and have some level of control, depending on their role, over things like vehicles and inspection templates and looking at actions and all those kind of things. We would typically recommend that this kind of access is reserved for members of a brigade management team or anyone else that may have an appointed role to look after things like stores or vehicles and things like that. We also have the add member option. So this allows us to add someone to the platform, but it doesn't actually give them access to log into the platform. What this does then is when they conduct an inspection via the public page and they start typing a name, the name field will be pre-populated based on results for that brigade. So for example, if we started typing Olivia as the first member here, it would come up with Olivia's name in that name field, and there's actually no requirement for them to log in. So this is for all your general members who are doing their truck checks and recording stock and all of those kind of things. We recommend adding an email address to the regular members because the platform is able to send them emails for things like events and training nights where they can RSVP directly from their email and give you actual attendance numbers and things like that on your events. There's also the bulk import button. So for CFA brigades in particular, you can actually go into Brigades Online, download your brigade snapshot as a CSV file, and then when you use your bulk import feature, you'll see it'll provide you with a CSV template. You can just copy that brigade snapshot data straight into our CSV. You can upload that and you basically just give them the user type, which it says here. And that will generate all of those members in the system for you straight off. But you can also obviously just put them in into here directly. And you'll see here it says optional for non-login members. So we can put in, joe@smith.com. You can optionally fill out some of the other information here if you wanted to. But then we can create that member. So if we go down here now and look at Joe Smith, we can see he's just a brigade member. So he doesn't have brigade user or admin. That's it. So he's not able to log into the platform. We could later come into Joe Smith. We can look at his profile here and we can grant access. And this will trigger that invitation process where he will receive an email saying you've been invited to join, Bayside Brigade. And he can set a password and those kind of things. And then he's able to log into the system from there. But that's realistically our first step to setting up our brigade is adding those members. Likewise, you can use the invite member form. This one will actually trigger that invitation process where they will receive an email, which will provide them the ability to create a password and then actually log into the platform. So that's the first step on getting StationOne set up, getting all of your member information in there, and obviously that will help you further down the track with the platform when we get to doing our public inspections.